he revealed some important things, one of which being that Kronos, the Shamed, is in fact Rihdar, and that blah, 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 they need to die, blah, 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 just lizard folk people, blah, blah, blah. Then revealed to those who didn't know that he is in fact an undead well, he's not undead, but he's a necromancer who controls undead, which is in fact a huge crime. Most people took it pretty well, and mostly it was just a thing for him to come out and trust all of you and give you, basically show his trust to you and reveal a lot of his secrets, which everyone received pretty well. During this dinner, which involves Aldania, Felonial, Tiny Plant, Croakle, and the 5 of you, I believe, there was a knocking at the door as you had Valen and Jeddah, his undead, attempt to open the door, and it ended with him trying to figure out what was going on with the door. Someone knocks, you guys all kind of get tense as the door opens. Hawkins opens the door to see a woman who he instantly compliments. And then all of you see the person behind him and get ready to pull your weapons out from shock. Now, before we continue, I do need... Let me see. All right. So yeah, is everyone here? I know Swills is doing something. Oh, Swills isn't here, I think. Okay. So, yeah, you open the door, you see the woman who you recognize, Hawkins, and then all of you recognize the man behind. As he briskly stands behind this black-haired woman who you've heard several times, Hawkins. And he stands staring, just looking. Good evening, Jan.
Good evening.
I'm so good at D&D.
What a lovely party you guys have going on here.
As all of you see, Ambross Mystlean, the leader of the Western Front on the enemy side, Ed's Night Lord, standing before you. As all of you start to shiver, weapons ready to fight if need be.
Ambross kind of holds up his hands and goes, "Whoa, hostilities. There's no need for this. It's a party. You're having dinner. Please, sit back down. I'd like to join you."
No one says anything.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Can I do an insight real quick? I kind of just want to figure out, like, okay, he didn't... If this was an attack, he probably would have tried to sneak up on us. Is this some kind of... what the fuck's going on? Is he trying to assassinate us? Is this a kill?
Yeah, of course. Feel free to roll for your suspicions.
Can I use one of my new things?
Yes.
I'd like to use the constant detect thoughts. I'd like to hear the surface level thoughts of Mr. Ambross Mystlean.
All right, Ambross. What are your surface level thoughts right now?
Row.
I don't know if you want to hear those.
Oh, good.
Ambross's surface level thoughts right now are probably, wow, this big ass hole in my chest hurts a lot still. He's not really focusing on anything in particular right now. His mind is like, as soon as you kind of hear it, there's just like, there's just shit everywhere. There's just different voices. It's not really his thoughts.
Schizophrenic.
A little bit.
Sorry to hear that.
Not by, well, I guess by choice, but not by choice.
Schizophrenic by choice. Feel like it sometimes.
That's how I defend myself from
That's a good
dimension.
So while you hear that, Hawkins, you see it, and you do believe With how this man has been over the years, you do believe if he wanted you dead, you'd be dead. Probably. Even this moment, with how strong you guys are, you think if he wanted to fight you guys right now, at the very least, you wouldn't be able to stop him from leaving. If not, him being able to kill everyone in this room somewhat easily.
Well, I do apologize, sir, but we did save a place for you.
Oh,
Well, I'm sure we could make some room. Aldania, Tiny Plant, would you mind letting our two guests use your spots and we can, catch up later?
Aldania looks at you. She looks you, and Tiny Plant does. They look you in the eyes and like try to read what you're doing.
He's trying to just get them out of here.
Yeah, and Tiny Plant seems to try and say something, but Aldania just kind of nods and says, "All right, we shall step outside." She kind of looks over to Charming and Ambross. We'll wait outside the door. We won't go too far. As a way to kind of let them know that they're not going to run off and tell anyone. That they'll stay nearby.
Thank you for your generosity, Hawkins.
As the two of them stand to the side and kind of like bow to you and Charming to let you guys are in the doorway, to let you two come in and wait until you guys come in before they leave.
Please, call me General.
Oh, an upgrade. And Ambross walks in and kind of flourishes his cape, showing off the many beautiful decorations he has now, dotting along the side of it before going to sit down.
You all recognize on his cape are the 490, well, you assume, the 497 ruby red blossom badges of the senators that he assassinated about 2 years ago.
Dirt is going to telepath to Hawkins and be like, what's the plan here?
I have no idea. Keep them happy while they leave. I don't think we'll survive if they get angry.
You see, Charming shuts the door behind Tiny Plant and Aldania. Go ahead and ask me what you're going to ask before I continue.
Can I now detect the surface level thoughts of Hawkins?
Yeah.
Ah!
What you're expecting?
He's thinking a lot, and I think he's had suspicions for a while that they might be somewhat be working together. I think this might be the first. This might be the first time you've actually read his mind, maybe. And he'll talk about like it was quite suspicious that we destroyed the church right as he was attacking.
Okay.
Oh, so your thoughts are you think him and Alfonso are working together? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I think there was because Alfonso had to find out somehow, and I feel like he either is working with our friend, our newfound friend, or he knew and did nothing, and he's just taking it for his advance. But he thinks it's more likely that they're working together since he suspects he's working with Jackal Eyes as well.
Interesting. As you read those thoughts, Charming sits down and looks to you, Ambross. My dear, it seems we're in good favor here, Mr. The Count of the New Basin, General Hawkins. Which she kind of nods to you. Compliment me very nicely. She turns to you. Please don't do that again. There's only one man I wish to compliment me.
It was actually it wasn't her he was complimenting.
You're complimenting him?
Yeah.
And she doesn't realize. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's even funnier.
Ambrose puts a hand on Charming's shoulder. I don't believe he was talking to you, dear.
Oh my god, that's cold.
And he kind of looks at Hawkins and smiles at him as if they're old friends.
She nods. Well, even better then, it seems we are in good favor and we don't have to worry as much about them being so, well, some of them being so against us as their eyes darken
Indeed.
Like
And then Ambrose does something batshit insane, and he pulls a little cage off of his belt and puts it on the table.
Huh?
I haven't seen that face in a long time. As the eyes of this head in a cage dart over to Hawkins. As you see the head of the hero Alexis Villar animated and in this cage.
Holy shit.
Well, if it isn't the lizardman we were following that night.
I figured you two would want to, perhaps catch up a little, Hawkins. But that's not why I'm here.
Yeah. Always just interested in how the hell that happened. Like, how do I do that?
Oh, well.
He doesn't say, he just thinks it.
With
Well,
that, Ambross finally sits down and kind
Can
of
I have
gets
some
comfy in
water?
his chair.
I'm so parched. Have some water.
Yeah, me as well.
Alexis, you see Alexis is just like super casual and like, I'm so thirsty.
I feel like I'd probably like very hastily get them water.
You see Alexis kind of has to like dog lick the water through the cage, and it does not come out of his neck. You don't know where it goes. The old hero of this nation, while very lowly in this moment, seems to take it with pride at the very least. Or perhaps
So, Hawkins,
not the same. Go ahead.
introduce me to your new friends.
Hello, friends.
Aye.
As you may know, this is our somewhat new friend, Ambross Mystlean. I nearly forgot the name.
And when he says his name, Ambross does like a little flourish of his hand and bows his head.
Ambross, this is my retinue. That's Professor Dirt.
Ooh,
It's
Professor.
Like really scarily waves.
Ambrose
She's
looks over and
extremely
says, I love a
intelligent.
man of learning.
That's a woman, my lord. I believe.
Yeah.
Ah. My eyes, they're they're not my eyes.
He's a bug. You have no fucking clue. It's like, even if, she also speaks to you, like, in your brain.
Guards over here. Oh, I didn't know that.
The fucking 7 years.
This is the brilliant Morden. He's extremely proficient.
He's just been eating this entire time.
He's
Proficient in what?
eating.
Oh. I see.
I just give like a little nod after being acknowledged.
Oh, good, friend Neelam. You can tell who he is by looking at him. He's an iconic figure. Great silhouette. Nice wings. He's the one getting the water right now. I don't think he's in. You could say hi when he's back. And that's Michael Guy. He's a great duelist. And of
Interesting.
course, there's Felonial.
Felonial just this is the second high elf. Well, you've seen a couple from the nation you're working with, the Eternal Tetraden, but this is probably the second high elf you've ever met in a place of power within Dordoy. As he kind of, with his antlers, nods to you. Though
He's
his
a cunt,
eyes
but
are
he's
very
a
sharp.
good cunt.
You keep interesting company these days.
Yes.
Well, I suppose we both do.
As you see, is it incredibly Crocodle's here in the corner? You see a little frogman.
Krokle.
He's like,
Sorry,
"Ah."
Krokle. I hope you're enjoying your plate of fly soup. This is Krokle. He's honestly one of the greatest Frogolian leaders I've ever met. The greatest.
Well, it is an honor to meet him then.
And this is Val and Jedi. Throw him out of the bag.
You see Charming, her eyes light up. As both of them kind of like introduce themselves semi-properly, Charming says, I do not wish to interrupt my lord, but whenever we get a chance, Count of the New Basin, I would love to hear about what you're doing with your necromancy.
I'm sure there's much I could learn from yes, you. But so, what brings you all here?
Oh, what an excellent question. What brings us here? To you, of all people. You know, I knew you'd be helpful again, but I didn't realize how helpful until just now. You see, things aren't good, are they?
No,
No,
they were just
no, they're
fucked.
not. And you know, did I have a hand in that? Probably. Absolutely, actually.
Yeah, well, so did I.
Well, yes, I think we both did. However, today, I'd like to make a proposition to you.
Oh, really?
Yes, you see, I don't really care for ruling or, being someone in charge of all these lands. My land was mostly for me to do my experiments and stay away from the rest of these awful, awful Night Lords. Now they're all dead, thankfully, or gone. But, whatever. That's besides the point. I bring to you today something that could possibly, I don't know, help you, help whoever you're working for, I assume. Probably Afonso. But,
You're not working for him too?
oh, no. No, you see,
with
my
him?
motivations are very different from yours. I'm working, well, if you don't know, then I guess I don't need to tell you. But I have something for you. And with that, he reaches onto his back where a sword was strapped to it, and he pulls out the Vow of Pax and lays it on the table.
You all see, Hardens, you recognize the sword because it was the sword Alexis Villar had. The only other person who probably recognizes it is Professor Dirt. And Professor Dirt would probably be the one who would freak out if anyone, because this is a
Okay,
relic.
freaks out over it.
Dar starts drooling.
You understand, Professor Dirt, that this is a relic of Virtus Emperor Rihdar. It is the sword that he formed whenever he made the Eternal Paths, and the sword that he used for most of his life.
Wait, that who used?
A Virtus Emperor Rihdar. This is his blade that Alexis Villar had, which no one really knew how important it was. But that's what you recognize it. You recognize the signs of it.
I have
I'm
a
going
question.
to to Hawkins.
Is it Fond? Is it kind of too OP if I detect his thoughts right whenever he says, "If you don't know who I'm working for, I won't tell you," to try to figure out who he works for?
It's always active. Unless if you're diving deeper, it's gonna be dangerous for you. But a service thought, Ambross is. It's kind of the Jan, I guess here. But if you would have thought the name, it's not necessarily OP. But
Who the fuck are you working for?
on your service thoughts, whenever you say that, does the name of who you were thinking of come up?
Not who he's working for. All he's really thinking about when he says that is his god. So you'd hear the name of his god. So maybe you think
Yeah,
he's
I
working
should
for
send it
him.
to you.
I don't know. That's kind of up to you.
Who's
Uh,
your god?
Let's just send this to you.
Oh shit. My heart is beating in my ears.
As it should be.
As it should.
Oh, that's the name. I sent it to you in Foundry.
What the fuck?
Never heard of him before.
I'm looking at the screen.
I've
Leans
never heard of
over.
him before.
I'm leaning over. Turned
No,
around on my chair.
you would never heard of him before.
Okay.
Though you feel you're reading the two halos above you, they almost like tinged with pain very briefly when you hear that name.
Who?
Professor Dirt, yes, you see this blade. You're probably the only one who understands. All of you would understand the importance of it if you knew what it is, but Professor Dirt, you were the only person to understand that this is the Vow of Pats, one of the key items of Urchus and Rihdar. And it has a
I
lot more
will-
meaning, but you're the only one who understands that.
I will telepathy to Hawkins. That's Rihdar's sword. That
Why would you bring us the tyrant's weapon?
Well, I have no use for it. I mean, I really don't have use for many weapons, but that's besides the point. And I figured, well, who else but someone this powerful and has survived many, many attempts against one as strong as I. I mean, I've killed hundreds. I've slaughtered Night Lords, the greatest of them all. And yet here you are, as a general, still alive, still all these years on your adventures and working for whatever you do. I figured, if someone is going to put an end to this, or make things right, less bad maybe, well, surely it's got to be the only person that's managed to escape and survive.
Well, this gift is lovely. But, I'm sure it comes with some form of bargain. I can't imagine you'd give me something for free.
Well, I suppose a bargain could be something that I had in mind. I didn't really think about it, but now that you said it, what a wonderful
Well,
idea. And he
I
gives a
take it
big,
back.
evil, shit-eating grin.
Your left kidney. Thank you.
your hand.
You see, the only thing I really require from you, Hawkins, is for you to step up.
You want me to step up?
Yes. Against someone you probably don't want to.
Who?
Afonso.
Please say that.
I would love to hear why you think I should do something like that. Afonso has been extremely forthcoming with me.
Has he? That's interesting.
He said he
Afonso's
would do
been
something, and he did.
very forthcoming with you.
Yes. He
He
said
kinda
he'd
looks
keep
over to
the beast folk
Charming.
safe, treat him better, and he didn't. Oh, he did, sorry.
And he didn't. He's terrible.
And he
actually.
didn't, I hate him. Oh, picked up the sword.
He's like, wait a second.
Well, I suppose all we know about Afonso is that, well, at the very least, we weren't the ones who, destroyed that golden cathedral prosperity in Silfrin. We had no reasons to. We may not be the most pleasable kind, but we had no interest in starting a holy war across the world that sent the entire planet into chaos.
You only like to send this country into chaos.
Well, I had my reasons.
We all do.
Yes, I suppose so. But what reason could you see for that church being destroyed, razed, even?
Well, when there's great war, there's great opportunity to socially advance. I wouldn't say it's because of it, but it's thanks to that holy war. He is now Emperor of Godoy. Also, thanks to you and your assassinations.
He smiles very brightly when you say that.
So that's why I'm apprehensive that someone whose direct actions have caused him such success or been so helpful to him, wants him to be betrayed.
My lord, if I may, I don't think...
Please.
Perhaps they are... Well, we thought this might be the case, that they would be a little bit too loyal. And it's hard to fault them for so many years of being hand-fed gifts left and right, for everything they have right now is a gift of Afonso.
Hawkins also telepathic. He's do telepathy now, Jan, just so you know.
All right, good enough.
Yeah, he shoots with their brains. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na.
Who are you
He
talking
actually
to?
is everywhere. Into Ambross and Kerr.
Oh,
Her
Carmen.
name.
Charming.
Charming. He's got ears everywhere. I can't say anything out loud.
Ambross doesn't respond. He just kind of stares at Hawkins as if he's acknowledging what he's telepathically shananaing at him.
Sha-na-na-na.
Charming continues talking as if she heard nothing. Perhaps it is too much to ask for them to go that far.
Yes, I suppose that is rather heavy. Quite the ask of, well, he looks around the room and starts counting. Not exactly an army. I don't consider you weak, obviously,
Charming
but
needs to make a perception check.
obviously, I would say you're probably a little understaffed to take on such a thing. That's why I'd like to talk to you more. Maybe not about this, but just in general. How's the war going?
Shit. We're fighting on too many fronts, too many enemies. It's a miracle we managed to get Patora out of the loop. Every time we lose one, we gain 3 enemies. It's a mess.
I do like how Hawkins openly admits to Pater's ally that he got out of the, also he probably knows, but got out of the loop, which really screwed him over in the past.
Yes, yes, it did. So, if perhaps one of those fronts or more were closed, things would be better.
Hawkins, you suddenly see your shadow grow stiff as Charming has silently casted something. As she looks upon you, Hawkins.
Ruh-roh.
Can I try and figure out what that might be with an Arcana check or something?
Her eyes are wanting you to speak to her, so which I don't just she can respond to you. I don't know if it matters. As she just looks at you when she sees you're looking at her, she says, "Your shadow will be silent for a while. It won't know." As your shadow is literally frozen, it does not follow you anymore.
What of the other 2?
They're all in there, I think. If there's only 3.
Oh. Well, okay. Okay, he's been nothing but suspicious the entire time. I don't know. Yes. We're being used. He's a baddie. But I don't know how bad he is.
Oh. He looks over at Charming. It was that simple, wasn't it?
Yes. I would like to state for the rest of you that a normal person would see Afonso probably as a saint to you. And he's not even like a boss. He's probably you're really great friends with him at this point. Hawkins, you have some reasons to be a little suspicious, but everyone else would
I don't
probably...
like him.
For what reason would you not like Afonso? Because he's fought with you in wars. He has been there in battles. He's went out of his way to protect
down
you.
a church.
Wait. You did just hear this, so you might be a little like, what the freak, if you did that. But in general, Afonso has been nothing besides like, he hasn't went to war with this guy. He just spent 5 years almost with this guy exclusively. And he's like, you have dinner with him. He's held surprise birthday parties for you guys. It's not like he is not like your boss or just an acquaintance. Like he is part of your life.
He
Like
seems
you guys,
pretty chill, to be
you guys
honest.
are on like first name basis, and like
Yeah,
Like his
damn. If I
last,
known all
his,
that, damn, I didn't know he's chill like that.
his last birthday party,
I didn't know.
only
either.
you 5 were invited. Like he did not include anyone
Holy.
else. Like like
Because
straight
all
up.
the rest of his friends were killed.
I'm assuming that it wasn't an extremely,
It's
you
not like
know,
a
chill time, but at least we were
Yeah,
invited.
I mean, basically, I want to put it like this: so you can have your suspicions, but like any normal person, whenever you run into someone who for like 5 to 7 years is only ever good to you, your suspicions wane, and you like eventually get convinced that they're just a good person, to you at
I mean,
least.
Gar
Okay,
100% would
let's-
believe
let's-
that.
So,
Yeah,
Let's
that's
so
let
like,
you change
blind.
what I said then. Okay.
so yeah, you might Hawkins. You are probably the only person with any reason to be slightly suspicious, but by matter of fact, he's only ever been good to you, and even your problems of him like taking ownership of like becoming an emperor and stating himself was taught to with you guys beforehand. You all know that he doesn't actually care to be in charge. He's doing this to change the nation, as far as you can tell. Like he's not. Easiest way to put this is I probably should have said this. He is literally after 7 years. If someone asked you what kind of person is this, you'd say he's probably a good person who is sacrificing his own name and doing things he doesn't want to achieve a better world for like the people of the nation. He actually is like a hero, and everyone in the nation thinks he is. So all of you probably feel about the same as the populace.
I just heard that he burned down a church, and I think
Yeah,
now
that-
I'm happy that I lost my eyes, so that way I don't ever have to look at him anymore.
So you can have your moments and suspicions, but in general, you
Okay.
guys should be aware that most of you probably have extreme affection for this man and him towards you.
Extreme affection. Am I in love?
Not in
Damn.
love, but like I'm not like he has.
Alfonso.
He held
He's
our
done, like,
surprise
he-
birthday party for Roy.
Yeah, he's done stuff like
Oh
that,
my
but
God,
he's
I'm
also
blushing.
like whenever you guys were like assassinated, went out of his way to like find the assassins. He's took all the heat for a lot of you guys' like failures. Like he's kept you
God,
guys
he's so
off.
cute.
Like he's
That's
kept you guys
great.
out of a lot
Bought
of
me a
danger.
tricycle.
And to finalize it, everything you have right now in your life is due to Alfonso. Most of those items you have were gifts from him that he allowed you to keep. The castle, obviously, he supported you for. Your positions, he has encouraged you and promoted you. Professor Dirt is now in charge of all research. Like that, you get what I'm saying. I don't need to keep harping on about this, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Would I
He
know
doesn't-
anything
Cutie
about
patootie sweetie.
like a darker side of him based on my background?
Yes, and all of you would also. He's also probably taught you all like some of his like inner like conflicts, and most of that darkness is just him being like, I have to sacrifice sending supplies to this town, or even like with the Eastern Front with the invasion. He's like, I cannot send anything to help the Lonely Knights. They have to fend on their own, so we have to. Basically, most of his dark ambitions are making the hard decisions you'd have to be a ruler. I have to sacrifice the lives of these people to do this, or I have to do this and this to. Now, don't get me wrong. You do suspect that there are probably things he does not tell you because, well, he does have some. There's some things he's obviously hiding from you people, but in general, he is extremely open. You guys probably know him best in the world, besides maybe Dantalia, his advisor.
I'll change what I said then. I think, with more context. Alfonso is probably the most affable man I've ever met. He has a way of words to make you feel like you're welcomed, even though you're so far below him. And I've gotten closer to him over the years, and I've learned to trust him. But there's always something in the back of my head. I think now Hawkins like kind of does a leap of logic. So now he's kind of like in, like mental investigation mode. Do you you know his brother?
Did you say brother?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
brother,
His brother.
his brother.
Does
His
he?
brother.
As far as you know, Alfonso is an only child. As far as you know, the 5. Well, I just at this point,
Brother.
it's been about 13 years since you've known him as a senator.
No, I didn't know he had a brother.
I'm still not sure either, but it's helpful in my research.
Interesting.
I know this shit he's not telling us. And everything he does, he says he does it for a reason, for the greater good. And that's why I do it too.
Oh, it's,
Do the ugly so no one else got to,
I guess that's noble, but it's very interesting to me that the greater good seems to be enriching himself and those that support him the most.
Well, you've seen these fucking plebeians. Most of the humans can't even fucking tie their shoes. They don't know
Yeah.
what's best for them. They're apes.
Hawkins racist
Damn.
mode.
Oh no!
Like this is completely
No, I start-
this
I
is
start like,
completely
oh.
wrong, by the way. So this is like a racist moment.
It's just like all of a sudden Hawkins is true lights.
Well, I mean, Hawkins has probably been the victim of some of the most
Oh, he has
racism, so he has the pass. Okay.
No, Egg starts fucking laughing out loud. Like,
Probably Jamor's here too, yeah.
that's my boy.
Oh yeah, that's
Just
Ig. Charmaine, you might enjoy your conversation with him too.
What are you saying?
I said that's Ig, Charming. You might enjoy a conversation with him as well.
Oh, about necromancy.
Yeah.
She do love her necromancy.
Necrom.
That'd be
So-
canon,
From
right there.
pussy.
So I hope you
Necromancy.
understand my apprehension.
Of course, I truly didn't expect you to agree to anything today or even somewhat soon in the future. However, I just wanted to speak to you, like I said, someone who I think is extremely resilient and obviously a very fine leader, as I assume everyone else can see that as well.
Stroking his ego works wonders. And also, Hawkins is kind of in love with you.
I was
Like,
gonna do that.
he is extremely attracted to Ambrose.
That's what I'm saying, Lord
Ambrose
God.
is hot, man.
That fucking
Oh, that-
took me off guard.
I said also half
Even
because
with his
Ambrose
Iron
is
Man
hot,
chest.
and half because he has a bit of charming soul, and she loves him.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. But, you know, I figured, hey, stop in, see what's happening. Give you a little gift, show off some cool things. You know,
Yeah.
he kind of waves his hand at Hawkins. You know.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, we get it, right, fellas? Yeah.
And
Face
he
is
just,
laughing.
his
laughing.
face just completely changes and he just goes like stock, fucking no emotion on his face at all. However, as you said, these gifts do come with maybe not expectations, but words behind them of things that I'd like you to consider. I don't have any ambition of being an emperor ruling over all of Kadoy or more lands, whatever may come. However, I am in a very unique position in that I could pivot major points of this war in your favor. I just want you to consider these things and to think about them very carefully and where you think this war is going may not be where it ultimately ends up. And in the end, all that really matters is what's good for you and you alone. It doesn't
Okay.
matter how many people you save. It doesn't matter what you do to this land. Things ebb and flow. And all you can do is make sure that you, and he points at Hawkins directly, you are what you can be to the most.
I might never understand you.
Good! And then he starts laughing.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, my lord. Charming wipes a tear from her eyes.
Thank you,
God
dear.
damn it.
Start making out in front of it.
Hawkins is so jealous.
Ambross reaches over and pushes a piece of Charmaine's hair back, strokes her hair gently.
Clenches my fist.
Neelam is doing extreme sexual tension through the radio waves.
Is that getting hot in here?
He's got a furious V.
I don't understand what's happening.
I'm not back yet.
No, Neelam is back. Neelam is here.
Oh,
The
Well,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I think with everything that's happening, it's obvious that there are so many people involved, so many different parties with their own wants and agenda. But I can tell you one thing. I will be suspicious of everyone.
Good. Really, in the end, that's all I ask is not your blind faith to any one thing. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah. Hawkins looks apprehensively into the into the distance.
His eyes have not left Hawkins' face for even half a second.
Hawkins has been like looking around the room, like extremely, like his eyes aren't resting on anyone for longer than like 5 seconds. Mainly because he's thinking.
Also, Ambross has a really fucked up looking eye if you ever look at it.
Oh, I don't have one.
You don't have any eyes?
Yes,
Is everybody missing eyes? Does anybody here have eyes?
I'm
blind. I'm just trying to finish my food.
Most people have eyes, but there are. Everyone in this room is extremely wounded throughout the. When you look around,
well have
minus
scars and
Charming minus Charming and Flonial, who are the advisors, haven't really been in the war fronts. All of you who've been in the war fronts have extreme wounds. None of you look the same as you did. Most of you do, at least. Some of you don't.
I raise my hand, but I'm like staring at the wall, like talking to the wall because I don't know where I'm looking. I can't see.
He's so fucking happy to be here.
You see
I'm over here. He snaps his fingers. Hey, over here.
Oh.
the High Elf Felonial for the first time speeds up. So, is that all you came for? To send encouraging words and a gift?
Ambrose
It sounds like you've been around the
snaps
bush.
towards Polonial, and he stares daggers at him.
He's a smart one.
Is he?
I'm what you would call Hawkins's charming, I suppose. Minus all the, he puts his hair like reenacts what you did to Charming a moment ago. Minus all.
I shudder.
Huh. Well, I would suppose that'd be inappropriate for someone in such a high position as Hawkins is. But don't knock it till you try it.
You see, Felonio does not like buy into your antics. This is all we shall happily accept. The key to the throne of Rihdar. As he looks at the item on the table. However, I don't know if I speak for everyone here, but it is quite dangerous to have you in these halls. Unless you have more reason to be here. Perhaps it's time you get going.
Ambrose glances around and looks at Charmine. What say you, my love?
Well, my dear, I suppose we do have an affair to go to in the morning in Port Crevice. What's his face? She obviously knows, but she's mocking him. What's his face has a meeting that we need to attend, doesn't he?
Oh, I suppose so. Ambrose kind of grimaces.
Now, perhaps an escort from these lovely folk to that event wouldn't be awful. They may not
What
need
a
to hate
lovely
Afonso. They may not need to hate Afonso, my dear, but our meeting's not with Afonso. A man who can easily be replaced.
Well, that sounds lovely. What do you think, Hawkins?
Well, first may I ask who this might be?
No.
Second, may I ask how long can you keep my shadows silent?
She smiles. As long as necessary.
Well, I would love to explain to you my reasonings. my shadow speaks directly to my boss. I assume. If my boss finds out that my shadow has been silenced and it does not remember anything of the past, who knows, maybe 5 days, that's quite suspicious after seeing that I've just spoken with you two.
That is very true. And I suppose that is something we'd have to think about.
Well, my lord, I think I could handle them memories for about a day. I'm sure our meeting in the morning wouldn't take more than an entire day. I could cover that distance with memories and such.
Well then, it seems we have no issues.
Could I try and when they were mentioning the names, like, no, could I try and I have detect thoughts, so could I try and detect thoughts?
If you cast that, they will know you cast something. By the way, you don't
It's
have
not it's not a spell. It's a ability.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
does
through
it
my telepathic feature.
does it say you can cast?
Let me
Or does it, if it says that you can cast, then it's still casting like a spell.
Because I don't
That'd be
think it
obvious.
requires like you to be a spellcaster. to
Now,
have
if it
this
just says
skill.
you have the
Is it
effects,
the without components?
We double check.
I would also like to do it, except I don't need to look at my sheet because I just know.
sorry, you're looking for. What are you looking for? You're looking to figure out who they're having a meeting with.
Yeah.
Who are you? Whose thoughts are you reading? Charmaine's when you said that, or Ambross's?
Oh, it is a spell.
Probably
Okay,
Charmaine's,
okay,
because
so-
every time I read Ambross's, I feel like my brain is going to explode.
All right. Yeah, you. Unfortunately, Charmaine doesn't understand what's happening. So Uno will get the name.
Yippee.
It is a spell, so I won't do it because I can't hide it. I'm not a sorcerer.
No, it's without components.
They're doing.
Once per long rest.
I don't know what that really is. That just there's components
I
include
mean, it's
like
not like
somatic?
detectable with like you saying it out loud. You know, saying detect thoughts at him. You know.
with no spell slots or components.
You're
Is
just
that,
saying
does
that
that mean
shit at me.
Did I catch where and when this is happening?
Oh, they're saying in the morning. And Port. They've also dropped the name Port Crevice. That's where they're going.
Yeah, you know where we're going.
And they also said in the morning, so it'd be like right now it's nighttime with the dinner. So like as soon as the morning hits,
Okay.
they have a place to be.
I'm in bitch mode right
Wicked.
now.
So I cast it, but I don't use spell slots and I don't use any components. I don't know if that's the same
let's-
difference.
Let me see.
I mean, it's still like verbal, or is it?
Yeah, it's still
No, it's
verbal.
no
So
component. It's
components-
Isn't verbal a component? Is like a verbal
Oh.
component?
Yeah, it's a component. It's just undetectable. He just does it with his brain.
what was this a feature?
Yeah,
It's the
it's
telepathic.
under
feat.
telepathic. Yeah. Last paragraph,
I see this.
first sentence.
Yeah, I think
It's
it's
up to
fine.
you.
I think it's undetectable unless they had like detect magic going on.
I'll take it.
Okay. Whose thoughts are you reading?
Charming.
Okay, so we
I
both got it then.
you'll definitely get.
I did say charming first.
Yep. This is what you'll get. So this is the
Okay.
name of who they're having a meeting with.
Sorry,
in the morning.
Jan. We got to win these.
Oh my god, always
Hit us, us.
chasing the W. It's
Always
crazy.
chasing the
Oh my
devil.
God.
Just
So many
do what
hands,
I
we gotta get the
want.
spell.
Yeah, Jan. You'll get to
God.
experience
Jan,
the
I-
difficulty of having.
Jan,
I
I've
just suspect
died-
this.
We have
I've
fucking like
died-
5 telepaths.
Jan, I'm on my 6th fucking
I just
character.
fucking-
Okay, I will win.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You guys are all having fucking full conversations in your head, and Gar is just kind of like staring at everybody. He's like,
Morton
He's-
is
he's on the bottom
now
right
eating
now.
Aldania's plate.
I reached over. I'm just grabbing other people's food.
He's a
Ambrose
growing
is
boy.
feeding the head of Alexi Vaughn.
me and
right
Mo5 are
now.
just fucking. Just
Imagine Professor
chowing down.
Dirt is looking at that sword. Like, ooh.
Yeah, I'm fucking drooling over that shit.
Oh, I mean,
Purple is-
Gar is fucking like. Mm.
Gar and
You have a
Procol are just like kind of
big
confused, like what's going on. They know it's important, but they like eventually are so sick of it, they're just eating and just like.
Like, fuck
Procol's
this
like-
shit, man. I don't care.
Yeah, Crocodle's just like Crocodile doesn't actually understand who this guy is. He's probably the only person in this room who doesn't understand. He probably just thinks this is a casual friend or something.
Hawkins telepathically through everyone else in the room. Got Vera. Just to fuck with that brace a little bit more. So we all know who it is. He doesn't know. We know.
You say everyone else in the room. Hold on.
You know,
He starts opening
pointing
up his
at
brain.
people.
Okay. Okay. You're good.
Well, I mean, I can do it like one at a time.
Yeah. Nah. Croakle was about to say. Croakle almost spit out.
Oh,
confused
Croakle
what
just.
you were doing.
That's funny.
Oh my god, you guys would have fucking died.
That
Oh,
would be hilarious. Like, how did he know? Kills the frog.
You would know that he told him.
he would have just said the name, and Ambross would have just fucking got so pissed off.
The frog's a telepath.
You guys definitely are playing
You know
fire.
what?
That's for sure.
There is someone in Port Cavis I need to speak to. A few people. And I have got some more new information recently after killing some dragons. We killed those dragons with dragon slayers, by the way. Winks at Ambross. Looks at Charmaine like I'm looking at your man.
Ambross loves hearing about dragon killing.
All right. Well, if it can only be a day, I think we might be able to do this under the guise of espionage and the sort.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, what'd you think?
Yeah, it's Hawkins.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm just sitting
Croakle.
here, like, listening
like,
to his brainwaves, so I just
Croakle,
say yes before even.
I'm gonna
saying
stay
anything.
here.
Yeah, you got people to cover. I just think Croco's like slowly turning the Frogolians into like a city state. Alright, sure. We'll play.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Got the gang back together, eh, Hawkins?
Yeah. Alexis, what are your thoughts?
Have you talked about this out loud with Alexis around Ambross?
Oh yeah.
That's a great question.
Ambross would understand that Alexis is not like privy to like necessarily being on your side. He can't do anything.
He's just kind of
but
there.
Alexis is in fact still just he is still a
has
hero.
his ego, and
Yeah, he's still himself.
He probably would have talked to Alexis about it in a way that, since he's just ahead, trying to make him like, nah, man, this is a good idea. Trust me. Listen,
Does he know the
I
details?
get that I killed you, but come on, like this is a great idea.
Does he know the details?
No, he doesn't know the
Okay.
details.
Just put a blanket over his head.
Yeah, that's kind of what he does. He carries him around like a canary in a cage. He has like a little blanket over it when he pulls it off, and that's when Alexi wakes up.
That's wicked.
You see, Alexis, just simply looks around and says, "Huh, well, whatever you plan on doing, I'm sure it's going to be evil, Ambross."
What?
And it
Me?
turns- yes, you. And it turns out you found some conspirators who also seem not to be of the greatest of heart. So we shall see. I can't wait to see whatever you have planned with this meeting, Ambross. I suspect it won't go as well as this one.
Lord Hawkins has plenty of heart.
Just sighs.
Alexi, I'm stung. Me, evil. You have a man ruling as emperor, illegitimately, I might add. And he has shadows attached to his head, his general, for God's sake. He doesn't trust his general. And I'm the evil one?
Ambross, it hurt. It stung whenever you sliced my head off and then with my blood combed your hair back.
Well,
That stung.
Well, that's hard.
The one thing Michael says, that goes hard.
Yeah.
That
It
goes
stung
hard.
whenever you and Patura hunted down the young Ermina Alias and killed her with Frunazar, and I tried to save her. It stung whenever you killed my best friend Frunazar in front of me. And it stung when you revived my head with dark magic and keep me here to mock me the entire time. There'll come a day when I'll bite your throat out with this head of mine.
blah, blah. And he puts the blanket back over Alexi's cage.
Wah, I don't fucking care.
This guy's demented.
He's a talking head. What more can you expect from him?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we better get going. Daylight's only gonna last us so long.
Well, it's not time. You guys have to leave in the morning, probably.
Oh, in the morning. Okay.
It is a far travel, though, but you guys have teleportation circles.
Oh, true. Keep forgetting.
Well,
We're rich now.
now that we're, I suppose, going along with one another, do you have a room that I could stay in, perhaps?
Morning.
Sorry,
You
just
okay?
coughed.
Sure.
I fucking like glide over to Morden real fast, start patting his back.
I'll be right back.
Thank you.
You guys
Oh, I like that one. He's very helpful.
Of course we have here.
Ambrose fucking blinks and I'm back to where I was.
Whoa.
We can supply you with a wood board. We have a floor that only the officers, the people present, use. And you could use one of our rooms.
Wonderful.
I'm sure you like your privacy.
I'll make sure to leave everything exactly as I found it.
It's very nice of you. This might be like the one person who Hawkins just can't calm down around because of the fucking charm.
Ambrose is just kind of like looking at Hawkins, like making some eyes at him.
Yeah, swoons. Well, we still have food here if you're hungry. Otherwise, I could show you to your rooms.
Well, I suppose eating isn't the worst idea.
Please, take a seat. Sorry, Morden took half of one plate. I'll go grab another. We got plenty of spare. I was saying earlier. One of the first retainers I hired was a chef. It's important to keep people satisfied with their bellies, you know.
Yeah,
It's very good.
very true.
Yeah,
Very
trained
true.
in
You're
silk
very.
foods.
See, look at you. So wise, knowing.
Melts.
I'm back.
This is it. I was not expecting that.
They get their food and it's like, okay.
Hawkins starts hallucinating. He thinks he sees Ambrose make kissy faces at him.
I could have sworn I saw him. Oh, okay.
Oh,
he
what?
couldn't-
No.
No, he couldn't have done that. No, that's not true.
Wait a minute, I don't have eyes.
Maybe he just blinks with one eye.
Well, I guess we finished our meal and in extreme awkward silence. Actually, I'm sure only Ambrose speaks. Everyone just nods.
I think Neelam would be yapping the entire time once like the tension
Him and
calms down.
Ambrose become great friends.
Yeah, him and Ambrose just talking to each other.
Gar is just fucking oblivious.
Hey, I do
having a
got
great time.
double metal halos over my head. I'm sure I could preach to you about the rings.
Oh, I'm sure Ambrose would be very. He would see them and instantly ask about them.
I'll be, but you guys can keep doing this. But we're gonna take about a 10-minute break, and I'll be AFK probably. Gotta do something.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me
Okay.
about those rings on your head.
I know nothing yet.
Oh,
I wasn't told that what my lore was about.
Looks at
No, I
DM.
know my lore, but I'm trying to figure out the secret.
Yeah,
real
out of
lore.
in character, he doesn't know his lore.
Oh, I thought you were being
It-
sarcastic.
Yeah. In character, I don't know my lore. I'm trying to figure out the real lore behind the rings and if they're like actual sentient beings or if they're just like weird like anomalies in the sky that have no meaning.
you have aliens on your head?
Dude, maybe they're flying saucers.
Yeah, maybe.
Whoa.
I
know,
think
Bonnie
they
told
were
me
an
he wouldn't
ancient
tell me.
scientific race.
Oh yeah.
Bonnie told me he wouldn't
Yeah.
tell me what was going on in the astral plane. Maybe
This item that Fawn gave me is crazy, by the way.
what's the item? The double hello.
Double metal halo.
I didn't even look at my item.
So,
Where's
Jan,
the
you've
item
been
tag?
busy, huh?
Huh?
That's right.
You've
next
been
to
busy
the
with
character.
Ambrose.
Busy? No, this is all Fawn's doing. I
Use
just
psionic
said-
abilities.
I said it
Yeah.
would be fun to show off that I have a computer again if Ambrose dropped in. And then Fawn did the rest.
That's awesome.
Oh fuck, you got a PC again? Shit, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly forgot that was a thing.
I could hear it in your microphone, but we were busy role playing.
You got lost in the sauce.
I didn't know if you're
Lost in the
role playing
sauce.
having a PC or not.
I'm actually in public in the library.
I'm
Well,
currently
actually-
in McDonald's.
Welcome back, Jan.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh man. So one of my friends dad got a Rift S and he tried it out for the first time.
Oh.
And he was like, "Whoa, VR is so cool." Within a week, he met 2 e-girls in Final Fantasy 14 who have lovenses and invited him to play VR chat.
Oh no.
I have seen this man up at 3 a.m. every single day this week on VR chat. I cannot believe how quickly this man he said VR is cool. Fucking E-sex immediately.
Literally just do not care at all. Like it took me like a fucking year to get normalized to this shit. Some people are just like, I'm in.
It's crazy.
I'm still not normalized to it.
Okay, well, I mean, it's still jarring to me most of the time, and I'm starting to get used to like people just randomly start twerking on some bitches, you know?
Like I do it ironically, but like the people who like they fuck.
Yeah,
That's,
they
that's
fucking-
crazy.
and they do it like every day. I just also apparently this was unrelated and bought before VR chat. He also told us unprompted that he bought a Lovence.
Wait, which fucking
Unprompted.
sorry.
How old
Did you
is
say this was like
guy?
He's like 24.
I'm
Oh,
fine.
You said your dad's friend?
No, he's my friend, but his dad got a Rift S.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And so
Oh,
he
so he
like
was
took his
using it.
dad's Rift S to play games
I
with.
thought it was
Oh,
his dad using it.
I thought you were referring to the dad was doing that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
No,
oh,
that
was
what
like
the
fucking
heck?
No, my
Yeah, I'm like,
friend
is he
took his
married?
dad's VR.
Okay, okay.
He's
Takes a
using his
lot more.
dad's VR to
Damn.
I thought your
fucking
friend's
do-
dad was telling you unprompted that he got
He's
like
fucking-
Yeah, that's what I was
That
thinking. I was
would've
like,
been
My
Crazy.
friend's
That's
dad's been up
exactly
at
what I
3
was
a.m.
thinking.
every night.
He's fucking
That's my
spanking
bad.
it in his dad's Rift S.
Yep. I think it would have been crazier if his dad did tell us that, but also not very out of character.
oh.
Dad's a freak, man.
Guys, what if I summon a fucking?
Probably why they don't
What if I
give a
summon
shit.
a cat swarm in the room? Would that lower the
Whoa.
What
tension?
is this?
That's
Just
how the
that
items
everyone
I
gets
got.
a cat on their lap.
Ambrose picks it up and eats it in one bite.
What? Why would he do that?
Because he can. Actually, I
Is
don't
he
know if he can
stupid?
do that.
I
If he
could.
can do that, actually.
Is that in his
You can
stat
put it in
block?
the hole in his chest. Oh yeah, Ambrose has a big ass hole in his chest. It looks
Like,
like
can we see
Tony
through it?
Stark. No, there's like let me look at what he said exactly it was. There's like some shit
Actually,
in
like
there.
Iron Man.
Yeah, kind of like Iron Man. What did
Holy
he say
shit.
this chest? I have a huge hole in. He has a huge hole in his chest, suspended by flame-like chains in the center. Is a very like almost pitch black heart
Holy shit, that's so fucking cool.
with like flames. So like flames around like a pitch black heart and this big ass hole in his chest.
Holy
Dude,
shit.
these are the times where I wish I was still playing Weston. Fucking Rihdar's sword on the fucking table. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, I feel like you would have gotten yourself killed by now.
I would have loved him to be alive just to hear me tell him that Rihdar's still alive.
You would. Hey,
If
maybe
you want, we
he'll-
could find a way to true resurrect you.
that'd be awesome.
Well, I feel like it.
Oh, I could talk to someone. Alright, it's up to 12.
Yeah, Jan, I had
I
a
mean-
character that was like directly connected to Emperor Rihdar.
Seance him.
Damn.
Hundreds of years ago. So all
That
the
would've been
shit
crazy.
dropping would have been really fun.
Too bad you're on your 7th character.
Yeah, it's okay. This character is immune to being unconscious.
Oh. So you're saying if I just kill you in one hit?
Yeah, I won't be unconscious.
Yeah, if you do twice his health and damage in one hit, yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
And you do 220 health.
Probably.
This fucking lance is insane. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I was
reading
looking at this
too.
lance.
This
That's
is gross.
that is bonkers.
Yeah, it is.
What the fuck?
You just
I
have
need
to
the help, though.
listen. Just crit Jan twice.
I still have a regular. I have a +1 sword.
They already have a
Did
hole through
you-
them. I don't think that's gonna work.
Lyra, did you roll to get a feat yet?
You try to stab his heart and it just
I don't
moves
thi-
out
I
the
don't
way.
think
It
so.
just goes whoop.
Because you could get the extended crit as.
Uh,
Well, he's already
uh.
dead.
Dude, I
I
got
don't think I got
plate.
any.
My
I
AC is
don't know, like
23.
someone. I don't even think I've sorted out most of my stats.
You didn't
that I
say
need
the
to-
magic
Well,
word.
mine's 22. I'm right behind
Oh,
you.
dude.
I'm getting
Mine's
one more
22,
legendary
and
item,
I'm unarmored.
Where the fuck is it? There we go.
One more
That's
legendary
pretty epic.
consumable.
Guys, I have a plus 12 on spell attacks. I just want to
Wow.
share that with you guys.
I returned from doom and death.
Oh my god, you're alive.
Oh, who fucking let this guy in here?
What the heck? It's not cool.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought it'd be funny.
I cast nuclear missile and throw it at my
Cast
feet.
Shit's pants.
I summon Color Box, the fucker.
I use divine intervention.
I cast sword.
I cast win, the W spell.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Actually, I counteract you with L.
Yeah, well, I have
Oh,
counter win,
fuck.
so shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Yo, I cast lose, idiot.
no!
Does casting your mom work?
Oh no!
No, that's even
Talk
stronger.
about
You're-
my mother.
One of my spells is I just fucking cast visions of their mom in their eyes.
Dude,
Level
that sounds
spell,
like a
vision of your
fucked up
mom.
illusionist being like when you're fighting someone, you transform yourself into like their mother. Can you really kill
Why are
your
you
own mother?
Here, stop hitting me!
Can you hit your
like
own
a
mom?
torture. Imagine like a torture method where you're like taped down to a chair and your eyes are peeled open and you have to sit there and watch your mom and dad have sex.
What the fuck? Are you okay? That's gone too far, guys. I'm scared.
What kind of sick, twisted mind do you have over
Yeah,
there?
well, I was a homunculus baby, so get fucked, idiot.
Well, you got you on that one.
Yeah, I came from an egg.
I had sex with the sun.
I don't know how lizard folk are born. We
You know-
might have the eggs.
Yeah, how was my character born?
I don't know,
We have
man.
eggs- we have
There's
a
only
fucking brood mother?
a couple races I know how children are born, and that's else. I think everything else I kind of leave up to the players to figure out. Be like, hey, how were you born? I don't know.
Stacks.
I want to be
How
an
are
egg.
humans born?
I don't know
Egg.
how I'm born. I just
Humans-
I
spawned.
just wanna be
humans have
born in a-
shit.
Wait, I'm an elemental, aren't I? I forgot about
I
that.
was born out of the
Yeah, I don't, you
Fucking
probably just like
Nazi.
You
you
just
probably
fucking walked out of the sun and then just got airdropped.
either you got sentience or
Or
maybe you were even
whatever.
summoned. Michael,
I kind of like, I wanted my lore to kind of be that I like rizzed up a sun spirit, and then that's how I got my powers. I think that'd be funny.
never cool.
You know?
So, yeah, you're an elemental through and through. You have no mom or dad.
Do I still have my
Except for-
sick ass eye?
So Jan, so on your so on your character sheet, we no longer use legendary actions. What we use is you have 3 villain actions, and the way it works is kind of like a legendary action. You can use them at the end of another creature's turn,
Oh, I
Uh,
see.
and check your third one.
What's the
Oh,
difference? Is it just a new
hell
name?
yeah.
And they work differently.
Okay.
So legendary actions, they refresh every turn, and you can use you have like 3 every turn to spend. Villain actions, you can only use them once.
Oh, okay.
and
So it's
that-
a,
and
whole, a
that's-
combat thing.
Yeah, so that's why a villain action, like all the
That's why
main
there's more
bosses.
villain actions.
Yeah, that's why all the main bosses you find. Well, usually there's quite a few legendary actions, but there's only 3, and they're like one-time use, unless you get into like a new battle with them, maybe.
So what you're saying is we just need Gar to crit Ambross twice, and then we can get his crazy villain
True.
actions for ourselves.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Ambross is actually really nasty, though. Jan, I reworked Ambross.
Oh
with,
my
some of the advice,
God,
some of the
dude,
advice
these
you
are
gave me last
crazy.
time, and I've actually made Ambross a lot stronger than he once was.
Oh, cool. Can we see his
Well, I
character
mean, that would
sheets
make
now?
sense. We all
He's a
got
lot.
stronger.
He's a lot
No.
more. He's a lot simpler to run to for the most part, but.
Just fucking broken with very simple spells.
Also, you're on your spell book, Ambross. Of course, you're at wills. You can cast at will. Your path magic, you can cast each of those once per day. Those are like your,
My long rest ones. Okay.
yeah, those are your high level ones that you get long rest.
Damn.
And then of course your magic items are at the bottom of your inventory.
What the fuck? This one's crazy. What? Okay. Okay.
welcome
Ambross
to
is
being a main bad guy.
Holy.
They not like us.
Yeah, I'm glad
They
you
not
guys
I
came to
think
your
he's the bad guy.
senses.
Crook will make one mess up, and he never breathed again.
He killed that motherfucker for fun.
Oh my god.
And with
Some
these
of these
words,
I've never even heard of. Some of these are insane.
well, all these are handmade. So,
Okay, you went crazy on some of these.
I mean, I handmade most of my stuff, I guess. Usually the way villain actions work, though, Jan, is you do them in order. So, like, first round, you'd probably use your first one, and then these
Yeah,
ones, you don't
that's
have
what
to
I
do that.
figured.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to follow the order, but that's usually like a semi-suggested order.
I mean, realistically, you don't have to use any of them ever. So
Yeah, you don't have
that'd be
to.
cool.
Yeah,
But,
that's
like,
true. You're right.
villain
I
action
should. I
one
don't
is
want
like,
to.
Is like your opener.
One of these is kind of insane.
Yeah, you get these. If you use them, like you get them back too. They're not once per life, but
They're like
you're-
once
you're-
per combat.
once per combat. Yeah, or
Yeah.
day maybe. It just depends. But like the
I would assume
the
the third
one was
one's
dangerous.
probably a once per day thing.
Yeah, but villain actions are like once per combat. You don't recharge those ever.
That's fair.
Anyway, I imagine we all go schlampy time.
Yep. You guys go sleepy EP. You guys wake. I don't know if anyone does anything in the middle of the night. But you guys
Jerk
get up
it
in the morning.
furiously.
That's what Hawkins is doing.
I would probably go find Morden in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Damn you, Ambross.
You would find me about to knock on Hawkins' door.
Oh.
It's
1
a
minute.
party, it's a party, it's a party.
Wait, don't open the door, don't open the door.
You
Yeah,
see
you can see Morden
Morden.
is
Morden
loading.
is. Yeah, Neelam finds Morden waiting outside Hawkins' door, asks what's up, and Morden informs him that Hawkins told him to wait a minute.
But yeah, Neelam, what's up?
You can see, like, strangely enough, Neelam is either very tired or very serious. It's probably hard to tell. Morden, could you come to my room after you get done with Hawkins?
Oh.
You know, I appreciate the sentiment, but I am married.
Not like that, Morden.
Is it? It's serious, huh?
A little.
All right. Well, I'll stop by your room after I'm done, or I guess after he's done.
Mark, if they're no.
Stop talking.
So, you come around here often?
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, what are you talking to Hawkins for?
you know, some business stuff. You know,
I detect your fucking mind!
you get the first thing you
everybody.
instantly
No one
know
is
is
safe.
I need to get out of here. I need to leave.
Yeah,
I
me
don't feel
too.
safe. So, I imagine Morden doesn't know you're reading his like surface level thoughts. He
I feel-
sees like, sorry, go for it.
I feel like Neelam would probably look at you and say, "Me too, Morden," and he'd probably just like
Huh?
start walking off.
Opens the door.
Poor kid.
Windows open. Morden,
Um,
come in.
I think I'm good right here. Lord Hawkins, if it's not too much of an issue, I do have urgent business that must be handled with discretion at Port Crevice. So, with your permission, may I possibly leave tonight?
Of course, you can meet us there if you'd like.
Perfect.
Unless it's something that'll take too long.
No. I will be more than happy to meet you all in Port Crevice. So, a very populous and, full area filled with civilians. I would love to be in that area. So,
Morden,
I'll meet
surely
you all there.
understand how fucking suspicious you sound right now.
I apologize, Lord Hawkins, but yeah, I lean in close, hoping that no one can hear us besides just you. That man is. You should not be messing around with those kinds of people.
I know. That's why I'm trying to keep them happy.
He could only keep people like that happy for so long before they turn their attention to you.
I understand, Morden. I'm not taking this lightly.
I know. Which is why it scares me even more.
Of course.
I will.
If you like, I could give you another job. We can
No,
meet after
it's.
this is all over.
I'm on your payroll, so. Unfortunately, ride or die. I'm gonna leave you to your.
I don't hire you to
activities.
die, Morden.
It's a figure of speech the youngins have been saying.
Cool.
I'm gonna.
You like this guy looks really young.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you to your personal activities. I'll make my way out tonight. So
Yes, I'm reading. I'm reading.
yes, of course. Yes, of course, Lord Hawkins. You keep reading. As
Yes.
he's gonna, Morden's gonna do his bow
Very passionate reader.
and walk. I guess start
Full
heading
body
towards
exercise.
Neelam's room.
Very passionate reader, huh?
Dude, a woman when she did
Sweating.
That's a man.
smut book.
When he said he turns his attention to you, Hawkins is like, "Oh, me? He's gonna pay attention to me."
Oh god. Fucking hell. Oh, well, I guess I just over and I go back to reading.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I know where Neelam's room is.
You just have been in this castle for years. You know exactly where stuff is.
Perfect.
You know this castle at the back of your hand for sure.
What kind of door is this? Is it like a wooden door or a metal door?
I mean, up to you.
Oh, it's entirely fucking metal. It's like scraps of metal put together.
Yeah, he made his own unique door. That's
That's
funny.
pretty
It's so
cool.
cyberpunk.
No. It looks like
Yes, Gordon.
wait. It looks like this, but in door form and not sword form. Looking here. Looks like this sword from Elden
Jesus.
Ring.
Ow,
but in
I cut
door
my
form.
hand.
Ooh.
Is that a sword sword?
Very sharp door.
Yeah.
Why does Neelam
That
have
is
this?
the sword.
Why does
sword.
Neelam have a door
Why
like
does he have a
this?
sword on his door?
Trying to knock on the door, cut your knuckles open.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, fudge.
Just find one little sword sticking out and you just ring it a few times. Cling.
I have a door.
I have a
I
door.
What
I
are you
open
talking
it,
about?
Usher Morden in quickly.
I sneak in.
Morden, I need no response. Because if there's a response, there's could be a chance that they hear you. Just I guess nod up and down or left and right. Did you did you hear what Hawkins said about the church? How Alfonso had it destroyed? Waits for a nod.
I nod.
Did you know about this?
I nod.
Did
What
Hawkins
can you
help?
do?
I nod no.
I detect their thoughts.
Sorry, what was the question you asked?
I said, did Hawkins help?
All right, you said surface thoughts.
Oh, did Hawkins help? I thought you said did Hawkins tell.
No.
Oh.
Like I wanted to know if Hawkins was involved.
Would I know that?
All of you were involved besides Neelam. Neelam was the only person who was not on that mission. Hawkins
Ah.
did not inform Neelam because he is. You obviously is connected to the Reins, so Hawkins did not involve him.
Man,
And
how
Hawkins
close.
Hawkins probably told you guys as well to not inform Neelam, I'd imagine.
Okay.
Or it'd be
Yeah,
at
that would
least
make sense.
it'll at least be assumed like you guys don't understand why Neelam was not there.
I don't know how close I am with Neelam. I imagine at the end of the day, like I think Morden sees Neelam as like, he's
Other
that
colleagues.
yeah, he's that like like he's a good fighter, definitely shoe shines Hawkins a lot, but he's not a bad kid.
Yeah, all of you guys have fought and saved each other several
For
times.
real.
Like you guys are, yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, would I like lie to him? And it's like, yeah, I guess I would. Yeah, I shake my head no.
More than my even think it's for his own good, potentially.
Mhm.
I would I'd detect thoughts because I mean like
Yeah, if
I
you
know
did,
Morden.
Obviously,
if you detect
yeah.
thoughts,
He's obviously trying
You
to
see,
suss you out.
you see Hawkins's face, like almost like, burn it down.
Yeah, like a scene. You did like a little.
Hawkins is not happy that he's doing it.
You did a
He's,
scene of like
smiling.
raise them, kill them all.
the scene you did, Neelam, is them donning on like outfits that relate to the Eternal Techodon, and Hawkins like very like solemnly being like, "All right, let's do it." As they turn and you see like the church in the background.
Would I notice any like his face contorting at all, knowing that, like, as soon as he knows that information?
I mean, I guess do an insight. I guess
Okay.
that would make sense.
This is interesting. Like we have a guy who can read thoughts, and the guy who's just really good at sussing people out, trying to suss out if you can or cannot read his thoughts.
I can, but my sussing is horrible.
I feel like my character
Oh
inherently
my
like
god.
Not that bad.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I mean,
god.
I was gonna say I
Oh.
think my character inherently is like pretty good at like hiding his emotions, considering he like, to be honest, kind of fakes it till he makes it. He's very eccentric.
I just let out a heavy sigh, and if you're still
You-
reading my thoughts,
you
hear
would know that like you can kind of tell the relationship between us. Like, I know you're fucking Morden, and your entire job is to like lie to people, right? Like that's kind of your role, and you could probably tell that like I like us working together and being so close of colleagues. Like we probably have picked up on our like ticks.
if you're still reading my mind, you would hear you're reading my mind, aren't you?
Neelam would smile. And I think the next question Neelam would ask was, did anyone get hurt?
Did anyone get hurt?
So here's the plan Hawkins came up with when he was doing it. We had like a month we were waiting for it to happen. And a lot of that time, he kind of only sent Morden to find out all the exits and entrances, and he specifically tried to set the fires as far away from any emergency exits as he could, so it would slowly like funnel them out. Of course, there's probably people that got injured anyway or killed, or
Yeah.
accidents still happen. But he did everything he could to mitigate it as possible.
And I'm gonna think that so you can you see like my point of view of me just sitting there, playing with my knife while half listening to Hawkins, while also picking up that. All right, make sure that the civilians have an escape route.
So you realize that they tried not to hurt anyone. From the aftermath and reports that there were people hurt, and even in the memories, there were a couple times they got engaged with like various knights.
Yeah,
they just had
I was
to.
more so trying to figure out their intentions, and like why they did it. And I guess my last question would be, do you know why Alfonso decided to do that?
Morden, you have your own thoughts about it, but Alfonso's orders, the orders you got came straight from Hawkins. Alfonso never said anything to you. And Hawkins probably said this is the orders. Hawkins probably, mostly because Hawkins probably does not know, never shared that with you. But you don't know if he doesn't know or if he just didn't share you why you're needed to it. You, as far as you know, though, it came from Alfonso because Hawkins was doing orders given to him.
I just look towards you, Neelam, and you can see he knows that this news is gonna hurt you, so he just looks at you with a very solemn and kind of sad face. Doesn't even reply because you're reading my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you would know that these orders are given by Hawkins, who states it was from Alfonso.
And there's no details as to why. You just had to. And you also know it was extremely premeditated. It was not like a random thing.
I mean, yeah, we had like nearly a month notice.
Yeah, in a month, and like it was like whenever
You sick people.
It was whenever Ambross
You
raised
sick,
the city.
disgusting bastards.
Yeah.
How could you do such a thing to such a holy place?
Oh, fuck off.
I
It's
thought
just,
it
like, it's just like in the memories you see in the far distance, the Senate being blown apart as like you just know Ambross is up there like killing 400.
500 people.
497, thank you.
Yeah, there's only 3 still alive.
3.
Damn, didn't even get the 5-0. Okay, damn, L.
He's probably hunting the other 3 down, I'm sure.
Okay, well, I guess I'm adding Hawkins to the list.
Not canon, not canon. That wasn't
He's
canon.
on my bark list.
Oh no.
Not the bark list.
You guys, yeah, go ahead.
Honestly, I think that would probably be my last question. I would probably like open the door for Morden so that way he doesn't cut his hand, and you can immediately hear Morden or immediately hear Neelam kind of snap back to his ordinary self. It's like you can kind of see his like demeanor shift back to being like a more cheerful, less like dreary character. Thanks, Morden.
Morden just nods, but as he's about to leave, I guess as soon as you're closing your door, I'll like kind of stop with my hand. I imagine I'm getting my hand cut, and I'll just look towards you. Don't do that again.
Okay.
As Morden just walks away.
As though you gave us some information more than you have learned, and you realize you're probably the only person who knows that you only know how long Neelam's been able to do this. You think it's probably pretty recent. No, she probably would have caught it by now. But
yeah, as I'm walking away, heading to my horse or wherever, I'll just say out loud, God, what a weird kid.
I'd shut my door and go to bed.
As you guys go to sleep, Morden gets on a horse and rides off. Unless someone else has something else to do before you leave, Mo5.
I kill him.
No!
You get to the stable
Fast
and
power word kill, actually.
your horse transforms into Ambross.
It was me!
I like to think Ig and Charmine are talking all night. They're just hanging out.
If I heard that, if I would have caught that he was going out, honestly, I might have followed him, and I would have used light on him, so that way he could like be able to see around him while he's traveling.
Just like, what the freak?
I can't hide now.
That's up to you two, I guess. Like if Morden would have thought about that.
If he would want it.
Moore definitely enjoys just being in the darkness. Or excuse me, that sounds really edgy, but he really likes being in the cover of the night.
He's so cool.
He's just like Batman.
You can't realize
I'm
Morden's off doing
trying
something.
to see if there's anything that I could help him with. I just want to let you know, Mo5, you didn't get like any vibe that like I had any like ill intent towards.
Oh no,
like,
for
anyone.
sure.
It was just more so like, it kind of felt like he wasn't in the know of something, and he's like Hawkins' right hand man, especially about something that he like believes so much about.
Yeah. If you asked if there's anything I can help, I think Morden would just just look at you and be like, no, just rest well.
I fucking fly you over to Port Crevice.
Put me down!
During the night, Charming and Ambross stay to themselves, probably talking. With the lights, maybe even. The only people I know who are doing something, Felonial and probably Professor Dirt, very quickly go to sealing away the sword that was given by Ambross, just to ensure that it's not lost. And throughout some of the night, you two probably go through that process of sealing away the Valpats to make sure it's not lost, because it's such an important item that has just been laid in front of you.
Yeah, I don't fucking need it.
Professor Dirt, Felonial, you understand this, and Felonial understands this, probably only two. As you just kind of talk, Professor Dirt, it seems we have been received with a great gift. I do fear that it might come with quite a cost. And even more so if we decide to use it. Just how are we going to answer how we got this?
Oh, I'm gonna fucking store it in my ring. I'm not showing the shit anyway. Yeah, I could just have shit in there. It's just...
Felonio decides to trust you with it and lets you hold on to it. Professor Dirt, you do understand that right there is a key to the throne of Rihdar, right? That is...
the title of the...
I don't know if the sword will be physically useful for many of us. Maybe Michael Gar, but he has his own weapon. However, that blade gives us the right, or gives the wielder the right, to attempt to claim emperorship of the entire planet.
Oh, God.
the political power we have with that, just that item alone, it makes no sense why Ambross would just hand it over. We could drive any ruler mad with that, or ourselves stake claim to the rightful throne of the planet. Be sure whenever he gives it to you, be sure to not lose this, and to not give it away without deeply conversing about it.
Well, I've never lost anything granted to me that's a Rihdar artifact.
Oh,
okay?
fuck. Not again.
Yes, yes.
I've never.
This one's
died
actually
for
much more
Rihdar.
important than the other one. The other one was, this is something directly held by
Yeah,
him.
well,
And basically, summarize, this grants you guys the power to. Everyone right now in the world is fighting, symbolically fighting for his throne and rulership of the entire world at the moment. So this is like you've won the semifinals and you have rights to the final fight, or the rights to like whatever the final showdown is of whoever's to become the emperor of the world. It literally is a key to the throne of Rihdar, to the throne of the entire planet. This might be the most important item you guys have ever had.
Sure is.
You're welcome.
Can I fucking
Smile.
make Weston 2?
Weston, but he uses a sword instead.
But during that, you guys
Somehow
seal
Weston
that
has
away.
returned.
Focus
guys-
picks up his completely normal sword. Let's go, guys.
Sorry, guys, we out of swords.
You
I
guys
see
put that away. You guys all go to sleep. In the morning, you all awaken really early to Charmine knocking on each of your doors. Charmine comes around and wakes you all up.
She's very, very. She's like an alarm clock.
Very punctual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And gathers you all. Yeah, if you're already awake, that's fine. But she gathers you all back in kind of the dining room, I suppose. And you see, like, whenever the guards see her, she like waves her hand, almost like a Jedi mind trick, and like vanishes Ambross and her from like any of their views. So like none of your like people walking around normally see Ambross or Charming.
Okay, good.
I
That was
kinda-
one of
I
my
kinda
main
like the
worries. What's that, Michael?
I kind of like the idea that as like the sun is going up, you could just like slowly see me like filling out my armor, but it starts off like really fucking loose.
You hear like
Just
a
fucking
balloon
walking around.
hitting sound effect.
He's a balloon.
I just my armor's just clanking around.
As it grows to a size much larger than before.
Much
You
Yeah,
all-
larger.
dude, if funny,
you
if
all
the second
get-
sunlight hits you, you just start popping up like Mario.
I just grow a beard.
You all get to the room, and Ambross, you realize Morden's not here. Some aren't here, but you realize that the people going, Morden is not here, the halfling.
Ambrose kind of raises his eyebrows but doesn't say a word.
Morden had business. He'll meet up with us when we're there.
Business.
He's he has a lot of work in Port Crevice. That's like his domain, kind of.
Okay.
Charming shrugs. It'd be a shame if he wasn't there for it. I suppose when I get there, I can attempt to locate him. As I'll have to be preoccupied breaking the barrier.
Barrier.
She smiles. You know this, Ambross. Yes, the castle, the Squall Castle has a barrier. No one's allowed to enter. And if we're teleporting in, we have to.
So your business is in the school castle.
Yes.
Yeah.
She
Ambrose
realizes she's saying
shrugs
a
his
lot,
shoulders.
but she doesn't seem to like mind too much. Anyway, I'll see if I can spot him, my lord, and invite him in.
Of course. I trust you.
I should do my best. I suppose if we're all ready, I shall warn you once again, my lord. I cannot be there for your meeting directly. I'm sure you can handle your own, as I'll have to ensure that. I'll take care of the things we prearranged.
Yes. I understand perfectly.
Would you prefer we hang out outside of the castle?
Charming kind of smiles, answering for Ambross. I believe it's best if you attend the meeting with him.
Really?
Yes.
Ah, well.
At
I'm
least
sure
that's
we
what
could be of help.
we had discussed.
Plus, more company, always more fun, isn't it, Hawkins?
Yeah, more the merrier. That's what they always say.
Exactly.
Uh,
What were you reading last night, by the way?
How did you know?
It was quite loud.
That's fucking insane to call that out.
What do you mean fan fiction?
Fine, I was writing fan fiction.
He's writing it. That's funny. All right, Charming, you guys head over towards the teleportation circle that teleports basically right into Squall Castle.
Real quick, would
Yeah, what's up?
Hawkins have allowed Igdramar to come on the adventure, the gang?
If Iggy wants to come, Iggy can come.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Idrimore can come. I shall warn you though. I'm not going to let. Of course, you will not be able to play both characters.
I was just gonna like self nerf, because he's so weak. Oh, he's so weak.
I don't self nerf. I don't know what your version of self nerf means.
Oh, he's so weak. Okay,
Well,
I'll
Basically,
be
he can come
meeting-
along. No, not even that. You just won't be able to play him. He might be around, but like at the best, I would turn him into like a retainer stat sheet, which would be extreme nerf. But like I
Maybe,
can't.
maybe
I'll go
Iggy can
then.
go with Charmy.
Yeah, he could stick around and shoot the shit with the ghost lady.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think he will do that.
Okay.
He will hang around with.
You can turn
Necromancer,
invisible, so
but-
you probably could do it.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are at the teleportation circle. Is there anything you wish to say or do before you teleport into Squall Castle?
Whip my dick out.
Okay.
What?
So
No, I'm joking.
it's quite obvious
Why?
you're meeting. Is there anything I should know?
Well, nah. You'll be fine, Hawkins. What? You don't trust me?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, I suppose not. You'll just have to find out. You know me.
All
No.
right, everyone on the circle, please. As everyone just ushered
It's
on.
gonna whisper to Hawkins. You don't think this is like the most obvious setup?
Yeah.
Thank you. Like,
You know,
What are you
meeting
gonna
with
do, though?
Althera directly after killing their dragons.
We always meaning to meet with him anyway.
Okay.
And it seems like after today I won't get the opportunity.
You guys suddenly snap, and you teleport. You find yourself. You guys have probably came here before on various business. Inside the teleportation room of the castle, you see two guards. Instantly, Charming puts them to sleep. The two people guarding the area. Charming looks towards you. My lord, I shall be departing to lower the barrier, so nothing goes awry on the outside.
Of course.
Remember, I will not be there, so if things get heated with Galvera, please do your best to try to get to me.
I'll do what I can.
She nods and she takes off. When she realizes Idrimor's following, she kind of shrugs and tells you to come along as long as you stay hidden.
Yeah.
And they go off. And I just talked about before, you know, Ambross, you've been in this castle several times. You know exactly where the meeting room is. So you just start briskly walking down the stone hallway with your, basically, you know, the sound of like someone walking down the hallway, like with their heels clicking.
God,
You
he's so fucking cool.
give that sound walking as everyone follows you. As he starts, you start leading them to where you know a meeting is partaking.
And we push open the doors with a grandiose flair.
Okay, so everyone behind him, you guys push open the door. The first thing you see is a long table. Seated at the far side is Galvera. That Galvera is way too big right now. Hold on. Galvera, who is Galvera, who's at the end. Sitting around him are you see sitting around the table are about 8 other people. There's 2 beside him, and then like a bunch of like nobles that Hawkins, you don't recognize the two people beside him, but you recognize a lot of these nobles. People you might not know, but people you've dealt with. Just various lords of the festives that he's having a meeting with. As soon as Ambross enters the door, what do you say, Ambross, when you push the door open? They all look to you, and all of them like pull their weapons.
Good morning, Galvera. Long time no see.
I thought you died.
Well,
I didn't
you
chase
thought
after your
wrong.
body. They chased your body, but never found nothing. Thought the dogs of the Endless Peaks got you. But turns out you're your dog yourself, and you come to my doorstep. Always wanted that head you have. You still have it with you.
You mean this one? And he kind of throws his cape back to show off, one, all the pins he has, and two, to pull out the head of his dear friend, Alexei Vylar. And he holds it up kind of like an infomercial guy, like showing off something. Alexei, talk to your dear friend.
Oh, good evening, Galfera. It's been so long since I've seen you. It's, you see, I've lost a lot of weight. He tries to smile. Galvera, I see that. I knew that last time. And I quite frankly am astonished to see you like this, Alexei Vylar. I hope to be able to reunite you with your lost body parts someday.
That's unfortunate. And he covers up Alexei's head and puts it back on his belt.
You see, Galvera looks past you. Now, perhaps the biggest shock of them all. If it's not the Count of New Basin, general of half of the Empire of Dodoy's army, and equal to me
Galvera,
for
my
the most
friend,
part.
how have you been?
Hawkins, what are you and your posse doing with such an unsavory individual? One who has lost all of his elegance. Don't tell me you've been tempted.
Well, I've never been an elegant man, and I never really kept elegant company. I'm sure you wouldn't understand. But after meeting some of your friends, this has probably been like a week ago by this point, right? Pretty recently when we killed the dragons. Your friends, Leonodrid and Lordadan, I've gotten quite curious of yourself.
You see, he tells all his men to drop their weapons. All of you come in, sit down, and offers you seats on the other side of the table. All sits
Wonderful. What a gracious host.
Well, if there's one thing I have, it's elegance and etiquette. That's two things, I suppose.
Yes.
Unlike you,
Oh,
Ambross Mystlean, I have not abandoned all that is beautiful.
What would that be? Caving in my chest? Is that beautiful to you?
I'm a politician, Ambross. It's better to me to be brutish from time to time, but you, a sword master of the Mystlean house, the best, most beautiful sword masters,
Ambross starts flexing and nodding his head.
have totally
Licks my
disgraced yourself. Disgraced yourself completely by accepting dark arts into your heart.
Hawkins scoffs.
Your swordsmanship, you abandoned. And he points at his own chest. And since you abandoned it, it failed you. Your dark arts keep you alive, but they don't keep you victorious.
Oh, I'm losing now. Is that what you think? Because of one measly little battle where you happen to get the upper hand one time, he says as he walks over and sits down and throws his boots up onto the table. My friend, I honestly thought you smarter than this. You're a politician, and you're in war, and yet you claim that I'm the one losing? From where I'm sitting, it doesn't look like I'm the one losing, Galvera.
From where I'm sitting, it looks like you're in the heart of a beast. Before I ask you what you come here for, Ambross Mystlean, perhaps I should give word to the others. If it's not the knight Michaelgar, killer of Ulthius Dungar, who has joined you. Ah, the chosen of the Reens, Neelam, a double-haloed. Ah, she who rules all the archaeological and research of the Empire, Dr. Dirt. Professor, is it? My apologies. Where's the last of your posse? General Hawkins, Count of New Basin. Morden 2-foot.
Busy.
Morden sneezes. Oh.
Are you there, Morden?
No, I'm not. But he just
Oh.
like wherever
What
he
is-
is, he
You just hear a
sneezes.
sneeze behind some
What is
Yeah,
curtains.
he's
Morden?
talking about me.
Is Morden actually just dipped? Is Morden not showing up at all, or is he like? What's he up to?
If Morden wasn't told where to meet up, like he's expecting someone to pick him up.
You're going to Charming is going to come get you. Are you going to show up though when Charming comes get you? That's what I'm
Yeah, if
asking.
Charmin says like, "Oh, your presence is required," then yeah, I would definitely show up. Of course, hesitantly, but I would definitely show up.
During this time, Idmore's been left to keep this barrier open while Charming gets and brings Morden, and a few moments later, you see Morden kind of like walk around the corner of the doorway.
There he is.
I apologize for
Charming
my late arrival, but
They should call you more than Lightfoot. I couldn't even hear you coming.
And if it's not the tricky one, Morden 2-foot, the one I know best.
it's good to see you too.
All right. Now that we're all here, perhaps we should do introductions. I am Sir Galver. To my right is my advisor, Bison Garuda. To my left, my right-hand man, Dandrin. The 8 lords here, you recognize them, sure? Their business. He doesn't introduce them. They introduce themselves.
I was a businessman doing
Ah,
business.
I shall ask, before I ask anything of Ambross, what's the purpose of the Count of New Basin and his posse of heroes here with perhaps the biggest villain of our time that's still alive?
Ambross like grins and goes, "Me?
Don't tell me this is some form of coup d'etat.
Well, if I'm going to be completely honest, I've yet to make my final decision. But I suspect after today I may not get the opportunity to have a chat with you, since Ambross will do as Ambross will do, and I can't stop that. We met your friends. We killed your friends.
The
What
dragons.
gives?
The dragons were just tools. It's useful to know a
Really?
dragon to get their help.
Well, I'm sorry I killed your tools.
Tools, and I'm the evil one. Ooh.
He looks at you. As I said, I'm a politician. This is something expected of me. But a swords
Yes.
master who abandons his blade, that's evil.
Blah, blah, blah. Politicians speak. It's so boring. I'm the
No.
evil one because I accepted the dark arts, but you're a goody two-shoes because you're a politician?
And that's even more confusing to me. Surely you know that Ambrose isn't the only person between you two to make deals with the dark arts. Why are you lying to yourself? Why are you lying to us?
I have dark arts, sure. But dark arts is not something that
Well, don't be so pompous about it then.
beguiles. It's not something that beguiles my position, unlike you, a sword master. Unlike you, he looks at you, Hawkins. I've always wondered what happened to that army of undead.
Circumstantial.
Nearly killed one of my favorite men. Alright. Ambross Mystlean, You're free to speak what you wish to speak. However, your words, as these have decided to trust your words to come here, and so much so have decided to allow you entry into my castle via their. You can tell he's like making assumptions, but he feels like he's right. Via their teleportation circle. Else you would have not had an easy way into the castle. So as far as I see it, they are with you. So you speak, Ambross. But these 5 better know that your words stand for all of theirs, as they have decided to trust you with this course of action. Now,
A beautiful political speech.
you see it rings a bell, and someone brings in like cups of tea. Like he's still very proper about it, and like they all give you like cups, glasses of tea while you're talking.
Ambrose
Sorry.
takes a sip as he tries to put on an air of what he had learned when he was a child, and it's now probably long forgotten as his mind is just screaming. He takes a sip and he goes, the words of a politician. What a wonderful speech that was. Me speaking for, what, a general, whatever you called him, count. I don't know. I don't live here anymore. I don't know anything. But you, Galvera, you know a lot of things. And a lot of things you aren't telling people, including yourself, I suppose, but, you know, you never change. So I guess I should have expected that. Ambrose kind of sits up, takes his boots off the table, sits up properly now. You make a lot of assumptions. Some correct, some completely wrong. And you think very little of me. That hurts me. It really does, Galvera. I thought, you know, after the whole battle, we could make up and be friends.
I have no use for failures.
Failure? Galvera, your lands are war-torn. I crushed the capital. And I'm the failure? The only one that's failed here is you. And you're kind. You fucking politicians, you scum. You failed the people. You failed these great people behind me. And you failed yourself over and over. You couldn't help Alexei. You couldn't help Kadoy. And now you stand here and you talked down to me. You talk to me like I'm lesser than you. Do you understand the position that you're in, truly? Or are you just putting on this air, this strong man front to show to everybody, to you're watching, I don't know, babysitter, the one that pulls your leash, to show, look at me, I'm still a good boy. You're pathetic. You know that? You're really pathetic. I just have one question, Galvera. Why did they feel the need to kill your friends? Your tools, as you call them. So disgusting.
With experience comes confidence. That's why I speak as I do, Ambross. You brought up a wound, claiming me to be on a leash. There was once someone entered my office, such as yourself, and put me in a situation where I could not bat down, where I could not stand up against them, for they were far too strong even for myself. I remember that day vividly. I remember the pain of being powerless. However, Ambross, I learned a lot from them. And in this moment, I also recognize you're not nearly as strong as them. I do not fear you. I do not fear the posse you brought. Have you come here to insult me? Or have you come here for revenge?
I've come here for the simple truth, Galvera.
The truth. Well, the truth falls on deaf ears when talking to a dead man. As his eyes pierce you, as he kind of twirls his mustache.
Oh, but I'm the evil one here. Okay, all right.
A pitiful attempt at a retort. How about we stop wasting time?
I suppose so. And he pushes himself up and stands up and slides his sword out of his scabbard.
Galvera looks towards the 5 of you who are here. So this is the answer he speaks for you. I hope this is what you wished for.
Oh, he doesn't speak for us.
He does speak for you, for I said he does.
Wow,
Defend
big
yourself
man
or
deciding
die.
who gets to speak for who.
As he says that, suddenly you see he like slams the table and it shatters.
Ooh.
No, Count of New Basin, for I've only been a friend to you. You have 2 sentences to convince me to not take his word as yours.
First, you hated me. Arbitrarily, you decide to like me. I don't understand that. Ambross will do as he likes. He could have taken my teleportation circle, whether I was there or not. I'm here to watch, so I will watch and decide.
You see Galvera smiles. He looks to the ground. All right.
I'm also here to watch.
He lets all of you. Convincing enough. Perhaps Ambross, you're right. Perhaps I am the evil one. Ambross. Though we have our differences, and though you will die here today, I appreciate the gifts you bring me. But whenever all of you here are dead, there'll be no one to stop me from taking this nation myself. As his foot slams into the ground, you see the entire room. The force of his slam to the ground shatters the ground beneath you. As the walls and the floor start caving in, you see the nobles start screaming as sinkholes start opening up underneath them. All of you are basically engulfed in this force and fall through the floor. Everyone in the room, it's not just you guys, everyone in the room falls to the floor. As you guys have rubble in your face, blocking your face and your head, you feel yourself being pulled down. Not really as something that's like pulling you, but as if you're like falling through caverns. As you all start falling, eventually through rubble, crashing and falling, you guys open your eyes through dust. And some of you see a couple of dead nobles around you where they did not survive. You realize anyone who was not like trained would not survive this. All those nobles are probably dead. All of you land and open this cavern in different spots.
Would it be possible for me to like stop myself from falling?
No, just as soon as it
'Cause I
cracks,
can-
you guys go into the ground. There's no flying. You guys are being carried down by rubble as the ceiling collapses and into like this cavern. All of you are carried down into a place underground. As Galvera has made a choice for you all.
But I'm the bad guy here. Okay, I just.
Bad guys are bad. What can I say?
Why can't we all be the baddies?
Just because I'm insane, just because I believe in craziness, just because I'm a little bit deranged.
Ambross is on the peak on both
My
sides of the
father.
crazy hot scale.
Absolutely.
You're a joke.
Ambrose
you
is
wanna
barely a
know how I
person.
got these scars?
My father.
I want another joke, Birdie.
Let me make this pencil Disappear.
Have you seen the 2019 Joker movie where I got bullied on the bus every day?
Flips my duster.
You get what you fucking deserve.
going to make out with Lady Gaga, Batman.
When will you learn?
What?
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
There's no laws against it, Batman.
Alright.
You freaking freaks.
I'm going to fucking kill myself and you're going to watch.
What?
Character
Bruh.
7.
What?
Hold on, can I? No, you can't go through that. Let's see, let's start us here.
Go. Go. Go.
Alright.
Oh, I don't like the way you said that. I'm scared
Hey.
now.
I would like, so there are 6 places you guys can choose. I want you to put a number 1 to 6. Ambrose,
3.
unfortunately, you
Mystlean
get the
Meyer.
last pick.
5.
So you guys- hold on, you guys didn't decide. I don't use the restroom. You guys didn't
I
decide it. No.
3. I 3.
3.
No.
2.
Nope.
Is 4 taken?
I said 3 first.
2.5.
Is it?
I don't think
Hogsies?
2.5
Can
is
we
a
get
choice.
Hogsies?
Fuck.
Can we get dibs? Can we not pick
You
the
didn't
same
say
one?
integer.
Wait, can we pick the same one?
I don't know. I think we're supposed to be landing on like different cells,
Oh
basically.
my god, it's
you know?
just like the Crudes.
I don't know.
I wonder how much HP
You guys don't get a
Almera
choice though.
has.
You have to fight now, Smile.
That's okay.
Uh,
I can help it.
I was
Helps it.
probably gonna side by at least leaning to you.
Oh, you're
anyway, since
rolling?
so
We should
hot.
roll.
Woo. I don't think so. Not yet.
I'm 5.
All right.
Welcome to the campaign, Jan.
Welcome.
Woo!
What? I've already. I mean,
He's in the party now.
Yep,
I had
we're
a
in the party.
12-hour or 12-hour
Yeah,
combat
10 hour
session one
fucking
time.
Giga session.
Oh,
Yeah, but now you're
God.
in the party.
They wouldn't know because they fucking left like a half hour and they hate us.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Half an hour. I was there for like 7 hours.
That shit
Yeah,
was
Swills had to go to
gone.
bed. Swills had to go to sleep.
I woke up
I'm-
and you guys were still playing.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I didn't stay.
It was just me and Fawn by the end of it. We were just...
Yeah.
Was it Slinky Day?
Slinky stayed for most of it. Oh yeah, I guess he did stay till the very end. That's true.
Shouts out for staying the whole time.
What?
Shout
I've returned. What numbers have you guys chosen?
3.
4.
Wait, can we pick the same one as another person?
No.
Okay, well I picked 3 and then I rolled 5, and both of those are already taken. So
So who's first? Un, what's your number?
3. Always 3.
1,
Always.
2, 3. Okay.
I used to choose 7,
2.
but that wasn't an option.
All right.
On
Who's
four.
who's the next person?
I'm
amount 4 for the amount of arms I have.
I was 4.
Why does everyone pick the ones that I want?
I chose one a while ago, you dumb
Okay, I want
whore.
2 for the amount of arms I have.
So who's 4? Sorry.
Me.
3, 4. Okay. Michael Gar, you go there. All right. Next.
Swill said 2.
2. Oh, great.
Sorry.
What's that supposed to mean? That's so
I
funny.
didn't pick
That's made
it.
me happy. All right.
okay.
Next.
I want 1.
You bastard man.
What?
Professor Dirt gets 1.
Number 1 for the amount of insane swords I have.
The amount of penises I have.
What?
He stole it.
2.
Professor Dirt. Okay. Last up, Morden. Where'd you like to go? We still have 4 or. Oh hell! What 4 Sids left?
We're 5 and 6. Is it 4 and 6 or 5 and 6?
Sorry, 5 and 6.
It's just 6, I think.
Yeah, because
No.
Mo5's 5. He's
Oh,
Mo5.
Mo5 chose.
He's
Mo5
Mo5.
chose 5. Okay, Morden chose 5. I see.
Yeah, he's
Mo5.
Mo5.
Yeah.
I just rolled my d6 and I got a 5.
I guess 6 is, I guess that works. I mean, whatever.
You actually got the. Maybe that's good for you. I don't know.
More like Gen 6 and Tini, am I right?
All right, let me activate this for you guys.
I cast nuclear explosion.
All right, you guys, as the rubble clears, you look around you.
I
You
don't like
see a couple. You see a couple dead nobles, but you look around right away and you realize you guys are all separated. Some you can kind of hear in the distance people coughing, and like complaints like ah. So you can like, hear throughout this system that your friends are nearby in different areas, but you can't necessarily see them. And a couple of you, Morden, Neelam, Ambross, and Michael Gar, give me perception checks.
Where am I?
I'm fucking blind.
Okay, he does not see. Hold on, let me see.
Are you like blind?
No, I can see. I just don't know.
Okay,
which
this
house
is
am I.
actually
There
kind
I
of a
am.
good question. So fun.
Mhm.
The way my character works is my subclass at level 11 gives me blind sight, but I get 120 feet using a key point for 1 turn. So basically, I would have to use 1 key every turn to be able to play my character.
Hold on, let me see.
I only have 2 skills that I can roll. Where the fuck is all my stuff?
What? Let me see. I haven't.
The Baron piss.
All I see is Arcana and History.
Oh, so you have a step bot, so yours isn't like made properly. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it probably only shows you what you have proficiency in.
Yeah, only showing your proficiency. Let's see.
Like, so being blind is cool, but it like inherently ruins my character unless I can like. Have
Yeah, I'll say.
innate
I mean,
blind
you
sight.
can. I'll say you just see normally. And how far is your blind sight out to normally, or is it do you not normally have it?
Well,
unless you use a key
my
point.
blind sight normally at level, it's like based on level. So at level 17, it's inherently at out to 30 feet. But
Okay.
with 1 key, it goes out to 120 feet.
I'll say you can still kind of like see normally, but your like blind sight's only effective within 30 feet, like how blind sight works normally.
Okay, so I can still see, like I could still like
Like you can sense
technically-
stuff, so yeah, you could like see stuff far away.
So like I could still
Um,
shoot my range, but I don't get like the effects of blind sight.
Yeah, but like if an invisible creature is like 200 feet away, they would still be invisible to you.
Okay, but I can still I could still shoot that distance. I wouldn't be able
Yep.
to see it in invisible. Okay, thank you. That'd be
Also, you
sick.
don't need to roll a perception, Mr. Neelam. I do need perception from Michael Gar, Morden, and Ambross.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How am I gonna do that then?
Did you open up your character sheet
It's like
and
a
hit?
show more button, right?
Yeah. By your proficiencies, underneath it, you should see something that says hide not proficient or like show not
Oh, I
proficient.
see. I see. Okay.
I'm gonna start percepping right now.
Perceive.
Wait, I don't think I've updated my stats. 1 second to double check this.
You just need to check your HP. I think your stats are fine. For what
No,
they're meant to
I don't
be.
think. Well, because I had 2 +2s and 1.
Oh, you mean you didn't do your +2s? I see.
Yeah, I didn't do those.
Hey, where did those go? Does he roll them?
I got No, I don't roll. I already rolled them. Ugh, if I could fucking tab in my computer,
Let's see.
that would be pretty cool.
Okay. That's
I have
fine.
+2 to intelligence. Oh, I think I already did those. Wait.
You
That's
do?
Yeah, I had like -1 intelligence before. It's pretty
Okay.
sick. I'm kind of stupid. I'm percepping. Oh.
Morden, I'll need a perception check from you too, please. As you all land and start staving stuff off, Ambross and Michael Gar, you guys see each other. You see nothing else around you.
Okay.
Morden, you hear people in the distance, but you see nothing around you. Neelam, as soon as you land and you kind of brush stuff off, you see, you don't see it right away, but then your blind sight kicks in. You see an invisible creature about 10 feet in front of you. Well, maybe a little bit different. What you notice is like you catch it in time too. You notice one of the nobles. You do see like a dead noble corpse around you, but another noble that landed suddenly like transformed into this like bluish skin and like these horns. It turns into a monster as it quickly vanishes from sight. Though you can still see him. Nah, he's right here.
I fucking see you.
I can smell you.
It can feel
Okay,
you.
guys, I'm going to close my eyes for this whole combat, so I'm gonna need help.
All right, that's
With my
pretty
cursor.
immersive.
Okay.
We are not going to do that yet, though. Let me change this. There you go. All right. Landing, Professor Dirt, you notice up to your right, you notice as you jump and strip yourself off, you notice to your north, Professor Dirt, one of the guys that was beside Galvera, he's wearing this like red mask and this cape. He looks almost like a super villain, like unironically. He waves his like staff around. Ah! Hello there, Bug. Would you like to do a little bit of a fight?
No.
I'm just being
like,
silly. It's all right. I'm going to kill you anyway.
Okay.
Because our Lord commands it. So you see that guy to your north. Hawkins, you land and you strip yourself off, and you stand up and hear people coughing, and you hear a voice behind you. Well, if it isn't a general.
Ooh.
Landed right in my lap, didn't you?
Ooh, refined.
Bouncing
There
up
you
and
are,
down.
sir.
Turns out you don't have much of a choice. You know, what baffles me most is why you ever would have agreed to working or helping or even talking to Ambross, Mystlean. Doing so without terms of negotiation is traitorism. I suppose this is not the first time you're a traitor, is it, necromancer?
Whoa.
Galvera. I'm just a naturally curious man. And I think you of all people should be pointing such blatant accusations.
Well, Hawkins. Let's see if your satisfaction can bring you back after this. As the ground around him starts to shatter. However, we are going to end the session there. We are not going to start combat.
Wait, you're not gonna see what everyone else's little one-off thingy is?
No, you just don't see until you see them. It's blind.
Okay.
I can't wait to throw my spear into someone's knee and then they just instantly die.
I can't wait to fly all the way over to Hawkins in one turn.
That's a wall there.
I'm
He
flying.
goes up and then over and then down.
Oh, by the way, the ceiling in
Have
this
you even
area
played
is like
Baldur's Gate?
the ceiling in this area, Neelam, is maybe about like 80, 100 feet. It's not like vast. So you can fly over people's heads, but you can't like get out of range probably.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I could still be like 100 feet in the air.
Oh my god, Jan, can you join our party forever?
I mean, we'll see what happens. And
but yes.
what Ambrose gets told by the big man upstairs.
Big man upstairs.
Thank you, Mizorjan. That was lovely.
Thank you. That's so cool. It's so good watching you
That was
just OP.
badass.
Yeah.
I made all that up on the spot.
That's
I mean,
good.
It was good. It was great. I loved it. I had a lot of fun. Look how I'm down bad for
I
you.
love this campaign. It's great.
It's
The
great.
fucking
This campaign's cool as hell, man.
Down bad is so funny to me.
I've had
can't
that
fucking
in my
see it
mind
coming.
since the original explosion. I was like, okay, the second I meet Ambrose, I'm gonna be horny for him because I have Charmaine's. I have like a bunch of Charmaine's memories, and a bunch of those memories are that she has the hots for him.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
have you seen his penis?
Oh, that makes a whole lot of fucking
Yeah,
sense now. I was confused.
Yeah, Charming is the imprint that he got, and Charming just happened to be revived somehow.
Yeah,
So she
Yeah,
is
Charming
alive.
is
from that.
she's the person who gave me the necromancy abilities, or at least
She's
that's, like, how
Ambrose's
it links.
boo thing, sort of. Not
Yeah.
really. Ambrose.
Boo thing.
I like to imagine that Ambrose is kind of like not like a Ken doll, but you know, he's just kind of like
He's like asexual.
not even just asexual. It's like ED almost. Like he wants to fuck,
Once if he just can't.
but he just
Oh,
it's like he's being punished with like
No
a
time
Can we
for
keep that? Can we keep that roll right there?
holy.
Sheesh.
It's like
My
his
God.
it's like his patron
16?
has like a chastity belt on him, you know?
Oh,
When
Mo5.
you lost that hole in your chest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
Yeah,
increase your
Galvera did
dex
that.
to 22 because of that manual. That's the item you got.
Oh, so I did get one.
Oh yeah, if you look in the item tab, like in the top right, you should be able to see a folder with your name on it.
Also, Fawn.
Oh,
Uh,
that's where it all is.
through all these years, I imagine we've had money to try and scribe or add spells to our spell books.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's important.
Would you be able to give us
I'm-
an amount, like basically just a fund, for us to do with, as we will? Because I'm sure there's no point in just adding every fucking spell. But it's like, how much do you think?
Yeah,
we would
there's definitely
invest?
some items I would like to have, like a med kit. That'd be nice.
Any like base
Maybe
like
some
cheap
potions.
any base like cheap items you have you can have. Morden, Mo5, I need you to level up to level 10. Be sure to that because you haven't done that. Everyone's level 10 right now, or if not higher. So Mo5, we need you to level up to level 10.
That guy gets a feat. Isn't that kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, I'll say you guys. How many spellcasters do you guys have?
I think it's only me and Dirt.
And Leroy Lamau, but he's
Like
I'm
with
here,
spell
I'm a-
books.
I'm-
I don't think Leroy has a spell book though. Cause
No,
he's not
I
with it.
don't.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's the highest level spell you can cast right now?
5 for me. I think 5 for Dirt too.
Yeah, I'm capped at. It should be 6 for you, I thought. Or no, because you didn't get your
No.
updated level.
Oh, yeah, I'm level 10.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll
I
give
got
you
that.
guys each a grand. You guys can split it however you want, but a grand total of 40 spell levels to be able to learn from. That means like if you learn a 5th level spell, that counts as 5. Then you have a
Okay.
maximum of so it'll be 20 each,
Pete,
or if you guys separate it differently.
let's talk about it during the week, Pete, and we'll get a list of stuff.
I think I will. I'm gonna look at your
But
spell book and
you,
see
you
what
guys,
Yeah, sure.
you guys have you can also buy scrolls. Like you can get spells neither of you know, or you can take them from each other. But you just have a total of
cool.
40 levels between the two of you.
I mean, it's not like we have these all prepared. These are just in our spell book, and then we choose
Yeah.
what we prepare at the beginning of the day. So,
Yeah, but
bad news for you. I haven't prepared because I'm a warlock.
how does that work for spell books then?
I
Because
think Warlock just know.
Because I know Warlocks do it
I have
different, and
the
I
Pact
think
of the
Fawn gave us
Tome,
the choice. Oh, okay.
So
So
yeah.
I have to read the Pact of the Tome. I don't really know how that works.
oh yeah. So
Wait,
make
what
sure.
is
be on my spell
I think the only things we need to make sure Mo5 levels up to level 10 before next week.
I'm pressing the level up button and it's not working.
You have to give yourself the XP first.
Oh, so if you go into is that true? I didn't know
Are
that.
you gonna give me
I've just been
extra
going
sheets
into
for small
the
and big me?
features. and doing
Yeah,
it
I'll
manually.
do that. I just didn't have time this week. That's an extra day at work,
alright.
and then we're kind of
Fawn,
wasting
do
my
you want
prep
me
day.
to? Is 5th level the highest spells you want me to have?
So at level 20 Warlock only knows 5th level spells. That's the highest like base
Really?
level.
Yeah, we cap at 5th level, and then it's just the Mystic Arcanum levels up.
But that's why I'm
Yeah,
letting you
interesting.
cast all 4 of those like Mist Arcanums. You get one of those each
Yeah,
of
that
those
makes
you can
sense.
cast per day. And also, so the way you work, Ambrose, is you have a couple at will spells that do not take your spell slot. So you're at will.
These are basically just cantrips for me.
Not but you have like things like Misty Step, Brave, and people like Rave Stiffness.
Well, yeah,
those are
I
not-
saw
yeah.
that. I was just saying, like, I
But
use them
they're
like
like
cantrips.
yeah. They're not
Yeah.
spells. So you have that. You have those
Cool.
4. Then you have 4 level 5 spells you can cast. Also, the important thing here, Ambrose, to remember is your Rod of Absorption. Because you currently
Yeah.
have 10 charges on that, and you can turn those into spell slots.
Yes, sir.
And if you happen to get more spells during this fight, by consuming anything.
Thank you for this armor font. It's very cool.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
It's very interesting. I can't wait to
Took me a while.
its
Took me a while to
ability.
be like, No, if you use that ability, it's going to be one hell of a moment. You know, without-
You could have used it here.
Yeah, it'll be funny. Just no, I don't want to be in this
You
campaign.
start falling. No.
Mr. Hawkins,
Secret
why do you...
button.
Shouldn't you have...
Hmm?
Oh, I did it now. Never mind.
Should I what?
I thought you had -1 armor class from your debts, but that doesn't matter since you don't use light armor anymore.
Heavy armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to test this. Attack. Okay, so it doesn't add it. I got a nat 20, Jesus Christ! But I don't think it adds my +2 from my dueling feature.
So just go into your weapon and right click it. Go to edit.
Okay.
And there's this. I had to do this too.
Details and then bonus attack rolls. I just move it from 3 to 5.
Yeah. Or no, wait, no. It's where you go to weapon attack. It'll say attack roll bonus.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
He has a plus.
Change
There's
that
plus
from
for
3 to
weapon right now.
5.
There's a +3 on the weapon and then +2 on my dueling feat. Or
Yeah,
just
yeah,
change it
play
to just change it to 5.
I forgot I had this.
It has to be one-handed and it is
Does-
one-handed.
Does that
I'm just
only
gonna put on my
work,
cloak and go hide somewhere.
Does that do for damage too?
No.
Okay.
It's only attack roll
It
bonus.
just
And
I'm pretty sure it just said to the attack roll. Yeah.
Leroy, remove the plus as well because it adds like a double plus in the roll. It just that gets
No, I
rid of
think dueling fighting style is damage.
Is it?
Really?
Yeah, +2 to damage, so you don't do anything.
Okay,
I'll
but
roll the
so
damage.
does it?
Roll the damage.
Oh, okay. Does it acid, I guess.
Yeah, that is a
All right,
+2.
there, +2.
Did you say 40 levels of spells we could?
Yeah. So
This
40
would be-
levels
okay.
total.
I'm gonna write that down.
So I can only
quite a few.
learn.
Oh, it's a
spells
lot.
up
Yeah,
to half my
it's
level,
more than what I need.
but that doesn't matter. Okay.
You don't have to use all those either, but that's just.
You should learn power word kill.
I mean, I can't
No, because
cast
ritual
that.
spells.
Cast power
Ritual
word
spells.
kill.
Yeah,
can't
I
even
got
learn that.
one
This
fun.
was the fucking nuttiest
Haha,
attack roll of
okay.
all time.
Really
I almost got
Holy
full
shit.
max rolls.
Can I just pre-learn identify? I need that shit.
That's also a crit, so you could divine smite. and
What was
fucking
the
kill
HP
And I didn't
roll
even roll it
again?
as a crit. I
Or the
rolled
rule?
it as a regular.
So the rule is you roll your dice, and if it's under average, you can reroll, or you can take average,
Sick.
and you keep the reroll. If you ever roll a 1, even on the reroll, you always reroll ones. Never keep a 1.
Damn, that's a badass fucking ritual spell.
Fun.
For
Basic items include like a healer's kit and stuff. I imagine like that's something
Yeah,
I
that's
could
right.
probably have,
That's good.
considering I'm the medic. Can I get stuff like what about like potions and shit? Like basic healing potions.
you guys
Is
need
that
to
something
panda
that we
me.
would have?
That you
yeah,
would
we have
have
healing potions
the
just,
big
like-
issue is I don't know if you guys, because Ambrose kind of tricked you into this. Would you always have those on you? Would you have brought them with you? That's the one thing.
Me being the medic, I feel like I definitely have some form of potions on me.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can. You guys can.
I think after knowing that we're going to Galvera, we probably would have known if we're going into a fight. There's no chance we wouldn't be going into one.
Yeah, I'd allow you guys. I'll do you guys some potions.
Yeah. You can just, I guess, just
Nice.
decide throughout the week however many you want to give us.
You probably won't have too many on you, but I'll figure out which ones I want to do.
Yeah.
Guys, we get to kill Galvera together.
That'll be fun.
That would be fun.
That'll be fun.
And then I'll cut off his head and put it in a cage.
Oh,
You can make them kiss.
I want
Oh,
his head.
yeah. What if I put them back to back so they can never look at each other? And in the same cage.
You should make them human centipede, but it's mouth to mouth, so they're always kissing.
Ooh, what you could do is you could like cauterize